And welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the final match review of 2020. And to be honest, I think that display and that result tonight from Barca, it was very much a case of what we've had, all of us this year in 2020. It was disappointing, it was frustrating, it was angering, and to be honest, by the end of it, it was very, very predictable. And much of what we've seen throughout the year, Barca fall down again, drop more points, this time at home to Eibar, who take away their first ever point from the Camp Nou in La Liga. It's more disappointment, and I'm pretty angry about how tonight went. So let's just discuss it. Because in terms of the starting lineup, I actually can't really criticise Ronald Koeman at all there, because you know what? It was an absolutely fine lineup. Once again, we lined up with three at the back. Junior Firpo came in to replace Jordi Alba, who was suspended, and Griezmann there starting instead of Lionel Messi, who was in the stadium tonight. He's back from Argentina, but watching on there from the stands, and in general, that was a decent team there to line up, and that should be enough to beat Eibar, no question about it. Now, it started off very, very well inside the opening minutes there. Araujo went down in the box, he was brought down in the area, looked like a penalty, and when the ref there consulted the pitch side monitor, it was indeed confirmed, penalty kick to Barca. And it was interesting because it wasn't Antoine Griezmann who stepped up from the spot, it was Martin Braithwaite who took the penalty, but he hit it wide and beyond the goalkeeper. A big miss early on there, but it looked as though 20 minutes later it was going to be fine. He was going to get himself on the score sheet. Really good play from Pedri, who I thought was excellent regardless throughout the game. He played a good ball in behind there to Junior Firpo, who puts a good cross in. Braithwaite's arriving past the goalkeeper. Barca think they took the lead, but no, that goal is ruled out. Braithwaite again is denied, and in general the first half we just struggled to have any sustained pressure. Sometimes we were playing good football. I think Pedri was certainly brilliant when we could get him on the ball. Pjanic and De Jong were playing some good one-touch passing. I don't think it was the best first half there for Serginho Dest. I think Firpo had good moments, but he also had some careless moments too. And I think in general that first half, it was near here nor there. We were hoping in the second half there to have a better display, to build on something, get the lead, and hopefully keep it. But as you know, it didn't really go like that. Because again, credit to Koeman, he brought Dembélé on straight away in that second half. He was on there at half-time in place of Serginho Dest. Like I say, I didn't really feel as though he looked himself today. Dest, it wasn't his best game, but there's no real reason there to look any further into that. And I think the game really changed on one defining moment, because there was a really good opening there. Pedri, quick thinking. He always seems to be ahead of everybody else around him. He sees the pass there to Dembélé, plays him in one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Big chance for Dembélé, but he's denied by the goalkeeper, and that was a big moment, because then Eibar go up the other end and Barca are in possession. It looks fine, we look like we're in control. Pjanic there playing it off to Araujo. He's got lots of time, he's got options on the ball, but it's just too casual. It's just, again, that lack of focus, lack of concentration, that I don't know how many times we've got to say it. How many times this season have we made individual errors? This is not a problem with the team. This is not a problem here with the system, the setup, the structure. This is an individual mistake from another player, and it's happening all the time in some degree in our team. Araujo there is robbed by Kike, runs the full length of the pitch there, one-on-one with Ter Stegen. I think Ter Stegen, he doesn't really do one or the other. He looks as though he wants to go out and close it down. In the end, he retreats. He doesn't really do either in the end. Kike beats him there, gives Eibar the lead, and suddenly we were all thinking, here we go again. Koeman then elected to make some more changes. Felipe Coutinho came on for Miralem Pjanic. Griezmann came off for Francisco Trincao. And I think, to be honest, you've got to say right here and now, Griezmann, he failed tonight. Quite simply, he had a big opportunity in the team. Messi wasn't there. There was nobody to so-called hold him back. He had an opportunity in that team to stand up, take on responsibility, and fire our team to glory tonight. But it wasn't even the fact that he didn't score or didn't assist or have any shots on goal of real note. But he was hardly involved. You look at somebody next to him there, like Pedri, who was always getting on the ball, always running at Eibar, making things happen, causing problems. What did Griezmann do? Tonight, not good enough. And I'm really frustrated with that, because the big chance for him, he had an opportunity, Koeman starts him, and he gave us nothing. And that really, really is frustrating for us. But if I had to pick, aside from the performance there of young Pedri, another bright spark from this game, it would certainly be the performance after he came on of Ousmane Dembélé. And that's where the goal goal came from. It was brilliant build-up play down the left-hand side. Coutinho was involved there, little ball around the corner into Junior Firpo, who again gets into a good area. He puts a good low cross across the box. But I've got to say here, there's so much for Dembélé to do. This ball is coming across the box at real pace. He's got to hit this first time. He's got to hit it low. He's got to hit it hard, get past a few players in the process, and it's a brilliant, brilliant finish. The pressure is on. We'd missed so many chances throughout the game. We have done all season, but this is a player here who can be clinical. It's a great finish across the goalkeeper. Dembélé levels the score, and he was brilliant aside from that too. Every single time he was looking to run in behind, he was pulling off some brilliant tricks. He was getting crosses into the box. He very nearly as well added an assist to his goal. He performed very, very well. So did Pedri. Those are the two things, the two real positives that I would take away from the game. But in the end, we just couldn't find a winner. They did try. I think certainly the players there did try and get a winner. It wasn't as if they couldn't be bothered. But in the end, we just lacked quality. We lacked quality in the final third to get that goal. And again, without Messi, we're struggling. And that is consistently the problem for this team over the years. When you don't have somebody there who can score goals consistently, when you don't have somebody there that you can rely on, we find ourselves in a lot of trouble. And I think for Koeman again, this thing with Riqui Puig, I just don't get it. Because again, he comes on in the final moments of the game. Once again, when we're losing, he throws him on. I just don't understand what he's doing with that. I don't really understand what he's trying to achieve. Throwing Puig on there with just seconds left to go in the game, is it helpful to anybody? Is he trying to prove a point? Is now the time to do it? I really don't understand that whatsoever. And that personal grudge, it is getting in the way of what we're trying to do as a club. But let's just look here at the La Liga table, because I just want to say right here and now, Barcelona had the opportunity there, if we'd have won, to go into third. We haven't though, which means that now we've dropped to 6th place after 15 games, and that for me, it's unacceptable. I don't think now we can hear Koeman in press conferences coming out and saying, oh, you know, there's a long way to go, it's the start of the season, we're still in transition, all of this stuff. Yes, we know you have problems. Yes, we know that Barca, certainly there's a lot going on behind the scenes. We're aware of that, but still, that's unacceptable. We are 15 games into the season, and all we have to show for it are 25 points. We are 6th place in the league. And that's not just because we haven't played the same amount of games as other teams, because we have. We've actually played a game more than Sevilla have, yet they're ahead of us in the league. They're in the top 4. We are not. And that for me, you cannot make an excuse for that, no matter what the circumstances. It is not good enough. And it certainly is frustrating, guys, not only for me, not only for you, but for everybody right now who's following Barca. And we were just hoping, maybe just one game. Could we have another win here? Could we have back-to-back wins? Could we get a performance without Messi? The answer, it's no. We've fallen down again at the end of the year. We wanted to end on a positive note, but they couldn't do it. Of course, we've got a game now, another match in a few days' time. Certainly we're going to be hoping for better in that one, but there's big questions. Big questions here of this team. And like I say, you have to look at Koeman too, because that record in the league, it is not good enough for a Barca team. So I'm sorry again, guys, to have to bring you here a bit of a negative match reaction. That's not, of course, what I want to do. It's not what I enjoy doing, but we are where we are right now. All we can do is hope in general, I think, not only in football, but also in life, for a better 2021. The elections are coming. Honestly, they can't come quickly enough. We should be having lots more coverage and lots more talk surrounding the elections coming up soon. There will certainly be news. I'll be bringing it to you, and I thank you indeed for coming here and watching again tonight, even despite the poor result. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.